I got to tell you, I have a 10-year-old son.
Take your time. Take your time.
He's more like his mom. He's looks like both of us, but he's more like his mom. And right now, he's a cute fifth grader. He's going into the fifth grade. He's a cute fifth grader. But I worry about him when he gets older, when he gets into high school. What if he's out with some friends and he smarts off the wrong way?
It's Congressman Mark Veasey, who represents parts of both Tarrant and Dallas counties. He joins us live from Washington, D.C. You were with the president on Air Force One during that trip out here. Did you have the chance to talk about what happened back home here in North Texas while you were both away?
I discussed it a little bit with my colleagues. The president was able to come out and visit with us very briefly, but you know, I could tell when he did come out and talk with us, he was, you know, very concerned, very moved, and that he knew that this was going to be a big day for the country and for him to bring us together. And I thought that his speech did exactly that.
We spoke with a professor of communications today who said, you know, the uplifting part of the talk, the encouragement, the sympathy was an absolute home run, but he said the president hit a fly ball to left field when he got into gun control and poverty and education funding. In other words, he got into politics.
I think that the country wanted to hear him discuss all of those things. And so, no, I don't think that he hit a foul ball at all. I thought that everything that he talked about was timely. I think that the country was eagerly anticipating him retouching all of those different points that he did. And so, no, I really disagree with that.
You are on board with the sound we heard from you just a while ago talking about your son. You're on board with the idea of tougher gun control, and we're involved in that sit-in on the House floor over that issue, trying to force a vote. Do you see any chance of common sense gun control when the two sides can't agree on what is common sense and what's not?
Let me tell you what I'm for. I am for no fly, no buy. I don't think that terrorists should be able to buy guns. I don't think that bad guys like this guy that shot up, that killed 5 police officers in Dallas should be able to buy guns. I don't think that Al-Qaeda and ISIS should be able to buy guns. And so what I believe in is no fly, no buy. And I think that the United States Congress absolutely needs to do more. And that's why I was happy to sit in when I did. We need to do something now to stop people like what we saw the other day in Dallas. We need to prevent individuals like that from ever owning any kind of gun, much less an automatic assault weapon.
I'll correct you on that, semi-automatic, but nonetheless, he would have been able, he did buy those guns legally from what we know now, and under your proposal would not have been prohibited from buying those weapons.
Well, we need to start somewhere, and where we need to start is by, again, no fly, no buy. And what we also need to look at is when veterans come out of the military, if they are suffering from some sort of PTSD, to try to prevent them from being able to have any sort of gun that is going to hurt any individual. We've already seen this before, a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago. American sniper Chris Kyle, him and his friend, Mr. Littlefield, out with a veteran that also had served overseas. Those 2 men were killed. At some point, we need to really address mental illness in this country, and the mentally ill do not need guns.
I think few people would disagree with you on that, but you know, by some accounts, you know, people like Chris Kyle had some form of PTSD and might have been prohibited from buying guns. And a lot of veterans are saying, no, you cannot. A third of the veterans coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan are reporting some form of disability, many of them mental disabilities. You're going to prohibit all of them from owning a gun?
What I would say is that we need to do everything we can, again, to stop people that are mentally ill from having guns. I don't want to prevent anyone that should be able to own a gun from having one. I'm a gun owner, but I do think, again, that we can do a better job, and that's why I participated in the sit-in.
All right, well, we will thank you for keeping us posted on that, and we'll see what happens in Washington in coming months and years. Thanks, Congressman Mark Veasey.